Okay. This is my first time playing. I'm going to hit straight in online head to head. I'm a Panthers fan. I always play with the Panthers no matter if they're good, no matter if they're bad. Let's just jump right in here. Whatever. Sorry about there not being no music. I kind of had to turn the music off for copyright reasons. Don't want to get a claim filed against me. I'm going to try to get some music added to the background of my stream too. So it don't seem so daggone boring all the time. TV's LZ up and turn it down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Wilson Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Whatever. Let's just play. Let's hope I don't get killed in my first game.
They come out here in the eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he's brought down. And Charles, for Thomas Rawls, of course, coming off the dislocated ankle. Did they ease him back in? What do you think?
I think that they do because they have another option now. Christian Michael, back with the club last year, late in the season. He's finally turned the corner and become a dependable guy. So they don't have to rush Rawls back. They can use him as a 1-2 punch when he's ready.
And that's been a lot of talk in the papers recently. We'll see how that plays out. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down,
there we go.
And this one goes
Spread the
nowhere.
defense out a little bit.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Forgot about this formation.
3rd down and 3. They run with a power back. Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I hate Seattle. I hope I don't lose to Seattle in my first game.
kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Whatever. I'll see. Call in.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. On first down, it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
It just froze up. Oh, shit. Whatever. I wonder what happened. Run 3 damn plays on offense and shit freezes up. What the fuck? I wasn't sure if I was going to buy this game or not, but my wife knows I love Madden, and she, I came off from work today and she surprised me with it, so shout out to my wife, I love you. I'm going to cook her a nice dinner tonight.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Damn screen.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Oh, really?
His first look is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Now this is a catch by Tim again. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarvis Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Yeah, I'm just going to play out of shotgun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Newton surveying the field.
There we go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
We'll see how they attack them here. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And Green with a catch left side. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver left. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Roethlisberger. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. I don't think think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
But I kind of got the...
So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start, and against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, well, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about injuries because preseason, it can alter a team's fate. Let's start with the good stuff, though. Rashad Perryman of the Ravens, Tom Hawley of the Chiefs, both of them off of the PUP.
Yeah, they're off. Unfortunately, Vontae Davis, Colts corner, got injured. Dion Lewis with a knee. And then the Bears' Jeremy Langford also had an injury. So it's kind of the yin and the yang of preseason injuries we always see.
Everyone has to adjust, has to find a way to overcome those injuries. What do you say we end on an up note, though?
All right, what do you got?
Victor Cruz of the Giants. All right, since that knee injury, calf injury in last season, maybe we'll get to see him back on the field in the regular season. He's back at practice.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now Olsen, Charles, battled back spasms, missed the second game for the Panthers in the preseason. They're just hoping when they suit up for real, he'll be good to go.
And Cam Newton has to have him. That was his #1 target last season, and Greg Olsen went to the Pro Bowl. But when he missed the game against the Tennessee Titans, I saw that game. That allowed Cam Newton to find Devin Funchess and welcome back Kelvin Benjamin, 2 big targets out wide.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's the action going right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his receiver. That's Ginn for a Carolina touchdown. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football.
Oh, man. Dang.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, man.
This is caught.
Good play.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward-Bay, 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. Oh, nice move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Carolina Panthers offense trotting out there, and every time you look at their offense moving onto the field, you can't help but notice those big 6'4" and 6'5" wide receivers in Funchess and Benjamin.
Monster guys, and don't forget they both weigh 230 to 240. So trying to go through them to get the ball, very difficult to do. But their timing in the preseason, their increased play is evident. It's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback. And when you've got receivers that size, it's not an accident. Their general manager, he told me, I like big players.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw, Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, it's Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Carolina first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 27 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And now
man, he blocked it again. That's annoying. That's really annoying.
He's got daylight.
That's stupid. Like, you shouldn't be able to block 2 kicks in a row like
10,
that.
5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's
how am I supposed to stop that? Like, are they trying to make you go to 2 on this game or something?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, we got three.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or has moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 1st and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball.
Oh, man.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. They're looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So much about offense is what we talk about yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton.
There we go.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
He's going to field this at the 4. And the Panthers coming out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Stewart on 1st down.
There we go. Oh, man, really? I fumbled the ball. I finally get a good run. Fumbled the ball. What the hell?
And the possession is theirs at their own 43.
That's just my butt.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone.
My corners get beat deep a lot. It's annoying.
Martavis Bryant, 57 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
I really like the way the offense feels in this game. I hope he don't quit. Come on, play the game out.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
This is Stewart again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Touchdown, Carolina.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. On 3rd down, here's Bell. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 to the 46. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I'm really trying to stop it. Keep running on.
They come out here in the eye. A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Newton's going to throw it. And in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, man, I didn't want to do that.
At each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons, but if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
Can this game even do math? It said he scored 6 and 7. Alright. I think I'm done. Oh shit.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Let's end it. Thank you. Climbing up the leaderboard, people. One game down. Already in the top 34%. Let's see what oh, that was his first game too. Let's look at the top 100. Let's play another. Let's hope I don't lose this one. Be my luck.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Bradford's Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry.
What the hell? Alrighty. I'm at least try to play one more full game. Try to go 2-0. Hold on. That gave me a win for that. That ain't fair. I really need to get some music going in the background.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's up. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Texans a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Osweiler on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Here's Osweiler to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Give me that.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Thank you.
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's brought down after a good gain. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down.
Oh,
shit, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler.
Whoa, he missed
Throw
it.
incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the
I'm glad he
intended
dropped that
receiver.
because that was
And
bad.
that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. A good pick up there at 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And he's got it
wide
over the
open.
middle, Fedorowicz. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 2nd down, Osweiler buying time,
Really?
and he
Let
will
him
have
run,
a
fuck over.
touchdown. Brock Osweiler taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And switching gears here a little bit, you know, the players always talk to us about their Madden ratings, and it's Madden release week.
Yeah, and never real happy about it.
They never are they?
No, they're really not. They always think they're better or want to be better, and they want to see it increase and improve as the season goes along. But just last week, I was at an NFL training camp and heard a couple guys talking about playing Madden. And one guy said, yeah, you just wait till next week when the new game comes out. I'm going to get you. Well, next week is here. Those guys are probably getting ready to go at it real soon.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Touchdown,
Thank you.
Carolina. Ted Ginn, 39 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll escape. He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions.
There you go.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third and long, it's Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Fourth down. Here's Osweiler. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Fuller.
Crap.
22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now a first down following that long gain. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is That's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Miller, the lone setback. Now it's Osweiler. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Osweiler. Dancing, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cecil Shorts from 6 yards away. And the Texans are in for 6.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless.
Oh, the ball.
His outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Here's Newton now on second down.
No way.
Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Fuck.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense.
Man.
They exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they're going to speed things up here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Thomas Davis from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. 10 yards still left on second down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
No, Jack, Patriot.
Now Osweiler on second down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now it's Osweiler. Steps away to his left. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that?
There we go.
Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 30 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shorts has got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Osweiler forced out to his left. And so
really?
Damn,
man.
and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
That's horseshit.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out.
Thank
Picked
you.
up by the Panthers. Now the Texans offense
Really?
back out to do battle here. And they'll be
How did
looking
that
to
not
atone
give that
for
to me?
last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much.
Let's see. See if I can challenge.
Points on the board when you've entered that part of the field, and to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
No
Their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. It's brought in right side by Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now Newton on first down. He hits Stewart in the flat. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Quit running.
Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Newton looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They come out here in the eye. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And quickly they get to the line. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal.
Come on. Hold a block.
Blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
I'll take the field
So
goal.
on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. All right, so they got their field goal, gets him back within a score. Now for the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's second and 12.
Here we go.
Again, it's Miller. And some space here. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Oh, there's a tackle
And
breaking
he's
bull,
pulled
isn't it?
down after a good game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Miller.
Of
And
course.
he's
Damn,
in.
man.
Touchdown, Houston.
That sucks.
Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy
Really?
about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bash.
Super toe.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again, is Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Let's try and change field position. Help out your team.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Carolina getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
All right, can't win them all.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Made stupid decisions. It is what it is. Can't win them all. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end this stream right here. And I'm not going to do any Call of Duty tonight. It's a little bit too late for me. I gotta get up for work in the morning. I might try to do some Call of Duty and Madden tomorrow. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all then.